Allora is one of the most common words in Italian. But what does it actually mean? Well, that's where things get interesting. This little word is so versatile, we can actually use it in 12 different ways. So, whether it's used to buy time, add emphasis, or to transition between thoughts, you'll learn how Italians use this word, allora, in everyday conversations. And don't worry about taking notes, I've done all the hard work for you. To help you to practice what you're about to learn here today, make sure you download your free PDF cheat sheet with all the vocabulary and examples you're about to see. Just click on the link in the description box below this video. Pronti? Ready? Iniziamo! Let's begin! So what does allora mean in Italian? Well, allora comes from the Latin
ad illa moram,
which means at that time, and is one of those words that can be dropped into conversation in a variety of contexts, making it a valuable addition to your Italian vocabulary. Italians use it to fill pauses, emphasize a point, or simply to keep the conversation flowing. Depending on the tone and context, it can convey impatience, curiosity, or excitement, providing insight into the speaker's emotions. Now, grammatically speaking, allora fits into two main categories. It can act as an adverb or a conjunction. However, don't worry about the technical terms. Let's explore how you can use this everyday word in your Italian speech to make you sound more engaging. How to use allora in Italian. Now, as I said, there are 12 different ways that you can use allora, starting with filling pauses and buying time. When you need a moment to think, you can use allora to fill the silence while you gather your thoughts. In this context, it's similar to saying, well, or, you know, in English. Take a look.
Che ne pensi di Sandro? Allora, è simpatico, dai.
What do you think of Sandro? So, he's nice, yeah?
Allora, vediamo cosa possiamo fare.
So, let's see what we can do.
Cosa desidera ordinare? Allora, prendo un macchiato e un cornetto alla marmellata.
What would you like to order? So, I'll have the macchiato and a croissant with jam. If you want to learn more about how to order coffee in Italian, watch this video here. Number 2, introducing or resuming a topic. Allora can be used to start talking about something or to pick up where you left off. Take a look at these examples.
Allora, oggi parleremo del grande poeta Giacomo Leopardi.
So, today we will talk about the great poet Giacomo Leopardi.
Allora, siamo oggi qui riuniti per festeggiare un traguardo importante.
So, today we are gathered here to celebrate an important milestone.
Allora, stavamo dicendo?
So, what were we saying? Number 3, concluding or summing up. Now, when you're wrapping up a conversation or summarizing a point, allora is your go-to word. Take a look at these examples.
Allora tutto risolto. Partiamo domani alle 8.
So, everything is settled. We leave tomorrow at 8.
Se 2 più 2 fa 4, allora 4 diviso 2 fa 2.
If 2 plus 2 equals 4, then 4 divided by 2 equals 2.
Allora passo a prenderti alle 9 stasera, va bene?
So I'll pick you up at 9 tonight, okay? Number 4, showing consequence. Another common use of allora is as a conjunction to express cause or effect, similar to saying so or then in English. Take a look at these examples.
Se piove, allora non possiamo andare al parco.
If it rains, then we can't go to the park.
Erano molto stanchi, allora hanno preferito stare a casa.
They were very tired, so they preferred to stay home.
Non mi vuole parlare? Bene, allora non mi sentirà più.
He doesn't want to talk to me? Well, then he won't hear from me again. To master Italian sentence structure, watch this video here. Number 5, expressing a condition. Allora can mean in that case, or well then, often setting up a condition or recommendation.
Se passi per Pavia, allora devi passare a trovarmi.
If you pass through Pavia, then you must come visit me.
Ti piacciono le mele? Allora devi assolutamente assaggiare questa torta.
Do you like apples? Well then, you absolutely must try this cake.
Se vuoi dimagrire, allora devi iniziare a fare attività fisica.
If you want to lose weight, then you need to start exercising. Here's a fun fact. This use of allora can also be found in a popular Italian saying.
Hai voluto la bicicletta? E allora pedala.
Literally, you wanted the bike? Well then, pedal. This expression is used to remind someone not to complain about the consequences of their choices. To learn more Italian expressions, watch this video here. Allora, are you enjoying this lesson? Don't let the learning stop here. Make sure you download your free PDF cheat sheet for this lesson, and you'll find a link to that in the description box below this video. Now, the sixth way that we use allora is when referring to the past or future. Allora also works as an adverb to refer to specific moments in the past or the future. Take a look at these examples.
Ricordo le estati al mare con i nonni. Allora bastava così poco per divertirsi.
I remember summers at the beach with my grandparents. Back then, it took so little to have fun.
Allora ci si sposava presto. Non è come adesso.
In those days, people got married early. It's not like now.
Quando avrai 18 anni, allora potrai fare quello che vuoi.
When you are 18, then you can do what you want. Here are some other handy expressions using allora in this context.
Di allora.
This refers to back then and how things have changed, as in,
La moda di allora era molto diversa da quella di oggi.
the fashion style back then was very different from today's.
Da allora. Da allora in poi.
This highlights how life has changed since then or from then on, as in,
Ho divorziato 10 anni fa e da allora non mi sono più risposata.
I got divorced 10 years ago and since then I haven't remarried.
Per allora.
This can be used to reminisce, meaning back then, or to plan for by saying by then. For example,
L'ho comprato nel 1981. Per allora era un privilegio.
I bought it in 1981. It was a real privilege back then.
Tra una settimana arriva mamma. La nuova stanza sarà pronta per allora.
Mum will be here in a week. The new room will be ready by then.
Allora come allora.
This is used to explain past decisions by saying, given the circumstances back then. For example,
Quando avevo 20 anni mi offrirono un lavoro a Londra, ma allora come allora non accettai.
when I was 20, I was offered a job in London, but given the circumstances at that time, I didn't accept.
L'allora.
Now, this is used as an adjective to talk about the then important people and their roles. For example,
Era il 1970 e l'allora direttore della fabbrica era il signor Bianchi.
it was 1970 and the then director of the factory was Mr. Bianchi. Number 7, encouraging someone to do or say something. Another use of allora in Italian involves nudging someone into speaking or acting. In this vein, it's often employed in questions, either at the beginning or at the end, to prompt a response. Take a look at these examples.
Allora, cosa ci racconti di bello?
So, what good news do you have for us?
Ci sei andata all'appuntamento allora?
So, did you go to the appointment?
Allora, ci spieghi cos'è successo?
So, explain to us what happened. Allora, with this meaning, can also be used on its own. Say your friend is not answering your question, you can say, Allora? So, to encourage her to say something. You can also use it as a friendly prompt to engage someone. For example,
Allora, Anna, da quanto tempo non ti vediamo? Come stai?
so Anna, it's been a long time since we've seen you. How are you? Number 8, making things clear. Now, when placed at the beginning of a sentence, allora can be used to clarify or emphasize a point, especially in discussions. Take a look at these examples.
Allora, sono anni che faccio questo mestiere. So quello che dico.
So I've been doing this job for years. I know what I'm talking about.
Allora, non ho preso io le tue chiavi, ok?
So I didn't take your keys, all right?
Allora, ho un po' più anni di te, quindi so come vanno certe cose.
So I'm a bit older than you, so I know how certain things work. Number 9, expressing impatience. Allora could also help convey impatience or a sense of urgency. For example,
Allora, andiamo?
so shall we go?
Allora, ti vuoi sbrigare?
So are you going to hurry up?
Allora, andiamo o non andiamo?
So are we going or not? Number 10, expressing annoyance. Now, if you need to vent a little, a well-placed allora is perfect for mild complaints.
Allora, basta, non ne posso più.
Enough already, I can't take it anymore.
Allora, la smetti con questo ticchettio?
Come on, can you stop that clicking noise?
Allora, esattamente cosa non ti è chiaro di quello che ho detto?
So exactly what part of what I said is unclear to you? Allora, are you still enjoying this lesson? Have you downloaded that free PDF cheat sheet? If you haven't, click on the link in the description below. Number 11, scolding. Allora is also great for channeling your inner stern teacher or strict parent. Now, if an Italian mum says allora with that certain tone, kids know they're in trouble. Take a look at these examples.
Allora, cos'è questo casino?
So, what is this mess?
Allora, basta capricci.
Enough with the tantrums.
Allora, sedetevi e fate silenzio.
Now sit down and be quiet. You can also use it to give a cheeky response. Allora can add a touch of sass to your reply, meaning, so what? For example, imagine a mother talking to her teenage kid and saying,
Hai lasciato di nuovo I piatti nel lavandino? Sì, allora?
You left the dishes in the sink again. Yeah, so what?
La preside mi ha chiamato. Ha detto che non eri a scuola oggi. Allora?
The principal called me and said you weren't in school today. So what? Now let's take a look at the difference between allora and allora in Italian. Now, when learning Italian, it's easy to confuse words that have a similar sound but mean different things. A prime example is allora versus allora. What's the difference?
Allora.
As a single word has various uses, which we've already covered in this lesson. On the other hand,
allora
is a combination of two words joined by an apostrophe. The preposition alla, meaning at, and the word ora, hour, and can be used in two different ways. To learn more about Italian prepositions, watch this video here. The first one is to indicate a rate or speed, as in per hour. For example,
questa macchina arriva a 250 km all'ora.
This car reaches 250 kilometers per hour.
Mi pagano 10 euro all'ora.
They pay me 10 euros per hour. Secondly, it's used to indicate a specific time, meaning at the hour. For example,
ci vediamo domani all'ora di oggi.
We'll see each other tomorrow at the same time as today.
Non posso venire. Ho un appuntamento all'ora di pranzo.
I can't come. I have an appointment then at lunchtime. Now, to continue your learning and to help you practice, make sure you download your free PDF cheat sheet for this lesson, which you'll find a link to in the description box below this video. If you enjoyed this lesson, then you'll love Intrepid Italian, my series of online self-paced video courses that break down everything you need to know about Italian using my unique 80-20 method. More details in the description below. Now, if you enjoyed this lesson, don't miss my lesson on how to cheat your way to fluency using modal verbs. And you can do that by watching this video lesson here. Plus, learn the 80-20 of Italian vocabulary. That is, the top 20% of words that are used in 80% of Italian conversations. And you can do that by watching this video lesson here. In the meantime, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on those notifications so you get an alert when I post more video lessons like this one. Until next time, un abbraccio, ciao!